Third straight year you've sat out of spring ball. Obviously, it's worked out okay the last 2 years with back-to-back rushing titles. This time you had foot surgery at the end of the year that ended your season a little early. How does it feel now? How do you feel about the way you're running and your conditioning as you get ready for the season?
Feels good. I did a little training out in Carrollton while I was doing my internship. So I kind of got me back in the swing of things before getting back with the team. Now just kind of getting the legs back, getting that second burst that I've always wanted. And so that's what I've been working on this year.
The fourth straight year you're going to be playing with a new first-year starter at quarterback. How does that affect you as a running back, just in terms of hearing the different cadence or the way the guy turns and gives you the ball and that kind of thing? What kind of changes do you have to adjust to each year when you've got a new guy under center?
Seems like they all kind of move the same, and functionally they're all doing the same thing, but you kind of learn their personality more, how they act on the field, and what gets them going. That's more of what I have to learn with Garrett.
More importantly to you, you got 5 new bodies up in front of you. A lot was made last year of having 5 seniors on the offensive line. And you do have a couple of guys who have some experience coming back with Blake McJunkin and Brian Collins. But is there enough time in preseason workouts to have that unit develop that timing, that chemistry that either keeps the quarterback upright or opens lanes for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of competition this year at O-line, which is going to be good, because they'll be working. We got some big old freshman boys come in. I've never seen bigger freshmen, but obviously you got guys like Brian, Jordan Free. Obviously Blake's he's been there, he's done that. A lot of those guys have been in there for at least a snap or two. So I think all in all, they'll just have to work hard and come together. The good thing about them is they don't have any trained mistakes, so they're going to come in fresh and hopefully excel. I think they will.
There will be a new starting quarterback. You're going to have some new receivers. You got all these new offensive linemen, but with the new faces you have, with new quarterback, new receivers, do you expect more of an emphasis this year on the run?
No. I don't think Coach Jones will ever go away from what he does. I mean, sometimes when I feel like it's not working, we're still going to it because that's what we do. The run will come like it always does. And he'll tell me before the game if we're going to run the ball a lot. So I don't think there's going to be any change in what we've been doing, especially with Garrett back there. And still have solid receivers, Darius and Bird and Toke. They've been flying around catching balls all spring.
All right, you mentioned Garrett Gilbert, and I guess nothing's finalized as to who starts, but he arrives with an awful lot of hype and an awful lot of attention. What has it been like in the summer workouts, the voluntary stuff that you guys have been doing out there at Ford Stadium? What has it been like with him blending in and getting used to the new team?
I don't think he's had a problem with that at all. I think it's been pretty smooth. Just kind of accept him as part of your team now. So, he's a solid player from what I've heard, and he's been in some big situations. So, him coming into our system, I think he'll do well. I think he's a good guy. Seems like he's got a cool head. So,
last year before you got hurt, Coach Jones moved Rashad Wembley over to running back from nose tackle, and for part of the year he sort of looked like a defensive tackle or a nose tackle playing running back. He's about 30 pounds lighter now than he was when he made the switch. He's had most of a season under his belt and a full off season. When you saw him in the spring and when you've seen him run this summer, what's the biggest difference in your eyes when you look at Rashad Wembley?
Obviously, that weight was a good thing for him to lean out a little bit. He's been obviously working on. I think when he lost all the weight last year, when he was trying to lose weight, he started losing some strength. He was trying to lose it too fast. I don't know, but now it seems like he's kind of found that comfortable zone. I don't know where he's at. I think he's probably still like 260, but I think he's pretty comfortable there. He's very strong. All of our running backs are very strong. We got Prescott, Casey, got Rashad obviously, so and Billy Dougal. They're all just a bunch of strong dudes. So tough group.
Do you have a particular game that you have circled on the calendar? Is there one defense you're looking forward to the most to take on this year?
Baylor's first game. I mean, I have to say that I can't believe looking ahead. Obviously, I love playing TCU, but that's the first game on the schedule. So September 2nd.
What kind of personal goals do you have for this year? Preseason Conference Player of the Year or Conference Offensive Player of the Year?
Obviously, it'd be nice to reward, the whole community, SMU, and our whole line, and everything we try to do with, obviously one of those accolades that we've been, on the watch list for this year. Staying healthy is a huge thing for me. I would love to finish the season healthy. That would make my day, my season. But I think it would just be rewarding for everybody if we could bring home one of those, bigger accolades.
Last year, before you got hurt, you averaged 120-something yards per game. And you mentioned the idea of staying healthy this year. If you can stay healthy and play the full season, and if you average roughly the same number of yards, you're going to break Eric Dickerson's all-time SMU rushing record. How much time do you spend thinking about that, and where does that rank on your list of goals and priorities for this season?
That's kind of the same thing with the award. That's just one of the things the old line was. When I got hurt last year, we were going for the touchdown record. We were at 17. I think the record was 19. So we were 2 away with 3 games left. So it's kind of upsetting there, but just one of those things where I think everybody wants it. We all want to make the run where we want to make fast work. So if we can beat records while doing it, it's great.
You lost a senior class with a lot of starters. Your offensive line, both defensive ends, several others. Can SMU be sort of an underdog this year and sneak up on anyone, or do you guys have enough wins over the last few years that you're not going to surprise anybody?
Go ahead and I'll come back.
I think we're a pretty stout team. I think we're well on the radar now. Obviously, we have our rivals out there in the conference. I know just sitting at the dinner table last night with some of the guys. We're friends now, but we hate you guys. And it's like, I feel the same way.
I was going to ask you how.
But no, I think we're definitely on the radar. I think we have enough guys around still that have been around, seem like they've been around forever, that we'll be fine.